Well, it's still getting messier and messier in the It Ends With Us feud between co-stars Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni.
I said that having read through Blake Lively's complaints, that it was evident to me that she was likely under the influence when she filed her complaints.
Leaked video shows Blake Lively.
You're not kidding when you say this is getting messier. The author of that book deleting her Instagram account, another who plays Baldoni's sister in the film, being harassed online for siding with.
So here's the tea. Ryan Reynolds, the charming, funny guy we all love from Deadpool, has found himself in the middle of some serious drama that no one saw coming. It all kicked
that it's a continuation of the smear campaign that Blake initially claims happened while they were promoting the film.
Let's rewind for a sec to where Ryan's name first got pulled into this legal circus. See, he's not just an innocent
getting close to her, obviously making small chatter not in character so as not to make the scene, which didn't require dialogue, awkward.
And Ryan? Oh, he didn't even try to deny it. In fact, in his court filings, he basically admitted that Nice Pool was inspired by Justin Baldoni.
Literally, I'm just asking the question, like, how are women allowed to do this, to take something and to make it sound like you survived because that's what it sounded like to the public.
But let's circle back to Ryan's current situation. Sources close to the actor say
We can now all agree that the moral crimes committed here by Ryan Reynolds against Justin Baldoni have amounted to high treason.
And speaking of Blake, she's got her own storm to weather. The whispers about her being a bully on set are only getting louder. More and more people who've worked with her in the past are stepping forward with their stories. One assistant director from A Simple Favor even claimed that Blake's behavior was so toxic.
So I'm just going to very quickly, before I give you all of the tea that I got over the weekend, I'm going to go over the biggest revelations from the filing.
Still, the big question remains, where does this leave Blake and Ryan as a couple? Publicly, they're still putting on a united front, showing up arm in arm at high-profile.
Like, he literally tells Ryan he wants to be friends with you. And I can just see Ryan sitting there like, yes, this is exactly what I want, a puppy to kick in the mouth. And you'll do what I say.
Well, here's where things take a hard turn into full-blown chaos. Ryan's attempt to distance himself from Blake's drama,
I married an Englishman, so I think they're back. Anyways, it's time to throw your overpriced big wireless contract overboard, too. You don't need to pay $100 a month just.
Now, Justin's claims are all about that infamous Nice Pool character in Deadpool and Wolverine. You remember him, right? Nice Pool was portrayed as this overly earnest, almost cartoonishly woke version of Deadpool. From the moment he hit the screen, it was clear the character was meant to poke fun at someone. And Justin Baldoni, who's been outspoken about his views on feminism and inclusivity.
Pure Talk, my cell phone company, says no to inflated prices with a qualifying plan of just $45 a month. You can choose an iPhone 14 or a Samsung Galaxy for $0.
Here's the twist. Ryan hasn't denied any of it, not a single word. Instead, his legal team is arguing that satire.
And one of the most significant allegations in Baldoni's lawsuit is that Lively sought to gain control over the editing process of the film. This is important.
Let's shift gears for a moment and talk about Blake, because her behavior is quickly becoming a bigger part of the story. You've probably heard the rumors about her being difficult to work with, right? Well, those whispers are now turning into full-blown allegations. Multiple people who've worked with Blake in the past are coming forward, claiming she's not the angelic Hollywood darling she's made herself out to be. One former assistant who worked with her during the filming.
Now you have two sides here, right? So Baldoni says this was all an effort to hijack the film to get her way. Lively claims she was the victim of harassment in a hostile work environment.
As this Hollywood drama continues to unfold, one can't help but wonder, is Ryan Reynolds really the supportive husband he claims to be, or is he being manipulated by Blake Lively? And how will this legal battle affect their careers in public?
Team has denied all of these allegations. They have responded to this filing, this lawsuit, saying this.
And speaking of bad looks, let's talk about Ryan's joke on Saturday Night Live. You know the one, right? During his appearance on the
new video released by lawyers for actor Justin Baldoni showed unedited footage from the filming of It Ends With Us.
You might be wondering why this matters. Well, Justin's legal team is arguing that Blake's alleged pattern of behavior is crucial to their case. They're claiming that her bullying goes beyond the set of It Ends With Us, and that her actions were part of a calculated effort to take control of the film, push Justin out, and get this, They say they've got receipts. Justin's team has hinted that they're sitting on a mountain of evidence, including text messages, emails, and even testimonies from other cast and crew members, all of which allegedly prove that Blake orchestrated a smear campaign against Justin. And let's not overlook that text message Blake allegedly sent to Jay, the one where she compared herself to Khaleesi from Game of Thrones. Remember how she referred to herself as the mother of dragons and hinted that her so-called dragons, her powerful connections, would protect her and take down anyone who stood in her way? If that doesn't scream power move, I don't know. What does? But here's the twist. Justin's team is using that text as evidence that Blake was using her influence to manipulate situations for her own gain. And honestly, it's not looking good for her.